Hey guys, how you doing today? So I am finally back with another video, and let me just start off by saying hello to all my new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing to me. If y'all guys have any video requests or just want to write your comments, whatever, feel free to do that. Write them all in the bottom because I do read them and I do get back to you. So the lighting is a little different today because it's dark outside right now, and we just came back from a movie, my son and I, and we saw Alice in Wonderland looking through the glass mirror. Part 2. So he fell asleep through the movie, and I'm like really sleepy right now. It's 9:59 p.m. here, and by now I would have my shower and be in bed just relaxing. So anyways, today is Friday for me over here, and I don't work tomorrow, but still I usually like to just be in bed. So this video is going to be about UFOs. If you do not like talking about UFOs or do not believe in UFOs, please do click out of this video because it's gonna get crazy. So anyways, a long time ago, of course, for y'all guys who do know me, but if y'all guys don't know me, I'm from Texas, and at one point we lived out we didn't live in San Antonio, but we lived in the outskirts of San Antonio, maybe like 15 minutes away from San Antonio. And we used to late at night, we used to watching this UFO show. I can't remember what it was called, but there was this UFO show, and it was about UFOs, and they would interview people who saw UFOs and stuff like that. So I was into it, my dad was into it, and long story short, if I'm looking out this way, this would be our TV, this way was our kitchen, and this way was a couch that we had, and there was a window. And my dad and I were this would be the back side of the couch, and this would be where you sit down, and we both had our knees here, and we're leaning over the couch and just looking outside the window because it was nighttime already, and the stars were out, and it was really nice. But anyways, so we were looking in the sky, and we ended up seeing a light. I'm like, ooh, look at that, it's a UFO, And then that light turned into 2 lights and 3 lights, So we started freaking out. And I remember this one episode where we both did that. They said that if you get a flashlight and you flash it on, towards the sky, if you see something like that, of course not an airplane, guys, don't do that. But if you see something that's obviously not an airplane or a jet or any of that stuff, you can get a flashlight and you flash it on and you flash it off. You flash it on and you flash it off. And it was this huge, I don't know what kind of flashlights they were, but it had a handle. So we did that, and then nothing happened. We did it again, and those lights flashed back at us. So I was like, oh my gosh. And my dad was telling my mom, he was like, Brenda, come over here. So she comes and she's like, no, Javier. My dad's name is Javier. She's like, no, Javier, leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone. And we kept doing it. And I was just freaking out, holy moly. And I kid you not, God is my witness. I'm not lying when I say this. This thing went from being that far up in the sky, not even a split second. You know what I mean? When a jet is flying, you can hear it flying. You know what I mean? It sounds really loud. This thing went from point A to point B in less than a second. You didn't hear it. It was just so quick. So, my mom starts screaming her freaking head off. And because of that, my baby sister, Jennifer, started screaming her head off. But I was just so calm because my dad was calm. My dad was actually a pretty mentally strong person. And me and him were just oh my God, this is freaking real, because I was so into UFOs. So this thing comes from there, back up all of a sudden, just shoots up really far. And this time it went farther. So we're no. So we flashed it on again and flashed it off. Flashed it on, flashed it off. And that thing went from there to here, back up, all the way down. If we're looking outside the window, that thing had to be maybe 8-9 meters away. That far. Wait, is it a meter? No, I'm lying. A yard. What's a yard? I haven't been in school in many years. A yard is 3 feet, right? Okay, if I'm wrong, I don't know. Just say a yard is 3 feet. I want to say like 8 yards. I am not joking when I say this, okay? So this thing comes straight down. And we were just like, what the fuck? Well, I didn't say that those days, but I was like, what the fuck? And my dad was like, my dad was trying to make sure that he wasn't going crazy. So he kept telling me, what do you see? What do you see? Tell me what you are seeing. And I'm like, I see lights. That's the only thing I can remember seeing. And in the background, my mom's like, no, Javier, stop, because she's freaking out. Because this is not a jet, guys. This is not an airplane. This is not a jet. This is not a freaking helicopter, because you didn't hear it. So, mind you, we live on an access road. I don't know if y'all guys know what that means. Basically, it's a highway, and it was on IH-35, and it was like going south, IH-35 south. So it's a highway to go that way, a highway to go this way, and of course it's a highway, but it's not busy. It's like out in the country. So it's a highway going that way, highway going this way, and then you have the access road. We live off that area, and again, it wasn't like traffic or nothing. It's really quiet. It's in the outskirts, so it's quiet. It was a quiet night, right? So that thing was right there. Somebody had to see it. So my mom was like freaking out, like stop doing it. And we kind of just put the flashlight away, and it was just sitting there. And my dad was telling me, tell me what you were seeing. And I'm like, I see lights. I am seeing lights. And he was like making me repeat myself because he wanted to make sure that he wasn't going crazy. So he was like making me count them. So I was like, 1, 2. And I wasn't afraid because my dad wasn't afraid. You know what I mean? If my dad was afraid, then yeah, I'd be freaking out. But my mom was one screaming, and she's not important. So anyway, so all of a sudden, that thing just takes off really far, like in a second, takes off. And that was it. I remember going to school, telling everybody, whatever. So anyways, that night, my parents put on the news because you know, people report stuff all the time in San Antonio. We have like the best news. And we were watching the news. Sure enough, a couple people called, I think it was channel 29 or 35. I can't remember the channel. 29 or 35, one of them. And they aired it that people have called in reporting that they saw lights off IH-35. And for some reason, this is the weird part, I seen it with my eyes. I was there, I remembered, I wasn't scared. But for some reason, as soon as it came out on the news, I just got the chills. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so scary. It was weird, but it happened. It happened. Was I afraid? No, I wasn't afraid. Would I be afraid now? Yes, because I think I'm a mother, and you know, I don't know what these things are capable of. So again, guys, if y'all like, and I am Mexican, which means like we believe in God and Jesus and all that stuff. You know, the religion that the Spaniards brought to the indigenous people of Mexico. But I believe in aliens. I really do. And okay, if not aliens, then I believe in something that created that ship, because it couldn't be Americans, it couldn't be Japanese or Chinese. Because why hasn't someone built it and, you know, sold it, you know, make billions of money off of it? This thing was real, guys. We didn't hear it. There was no pressure of, you know, like air or like the trees going or nothing like that. It was real. People saw it on IH-35. They reported it, and it happened. I mean, if somebody would give me a DNA test, what do you call it, a lie detector test, and paid for it, I would take it and I would pass it. Because this was real and it happened. Again, was it something from outer space or the next life area, Earth? I don't know. But was that ship real? 100% it was real. I saw it with my 2 eyes. My 2 eyes, I saw it. My dad saw it. My mom was screaming, she saw it. My sister was screaming, she saw it. I seen it. Again, I repeat, was it UFOs? I don't know. But was something driving that ship? Yes, it was real. It happened. If y'all guys have seen UFOs, I definitely do want to know what was your experience. I do have another story. Sorry, my hair is like doing what it wants. I do have another story. It didn't happen to me. It happened to my mother. and similar, you know, the screaming and the crying and all that stuff. But if y'all want to hear more, you know, well, not more because I don't have more, but I just have that one other story that my mom told me, definitely let me know. I do want to know y'all's opinions about this kind of stuff because I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, why is it, like, the way I see it is, are we the only thing living on Earth? No, there's animals and all this stuff. Are we the only living thing out in the universe? No. So this is my opinion. Like, are we the only thing living in the whole universe, the galaxy, whatever you want to call it? I don't think so. And to be honest, it's pretty freaking awesome. Kind of like, okay, the movie Avatar. You know what I'm talking about, with like the little people with the tails? That's fucking awesome. I mean, if there's something like that out there, I just hope in my time that I'm alive that somebody smart could figure out how to go through those light years, whatever you want to talk about it, I'm sleepy. Whatever you want to call it, if we could figure out how to get that far, I hope I'm alive to see that, because that would be the day. Anyways, guys, that's just a little video that I wanted to make for you because of what I saw today, and I just remembered what I saw growing up and how awesome it was. So if y'all guys have any questions or comments, definitely let me know on the bottom. I am very interested to know what y'all think about UFOs and stuff like that, or you know, X-Files. Anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. I hope y'all have a great day, great night, great morning, wherever you all at. And again, if y'all have any requests, definitely let me know. Put them in the bottom because I definitely read them. I love you guys so much, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.